Hello dear viewers, welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I think it's high time we killed some elves. So let's go kill some elves. Yeah. Elf killing time. We've been waiting for it, but I think we're finally ready to take on Elf 3. Let's ramp up our damage a little bit. We're going to suffer somewhat because our shields isn't at level 25 yet. In fact, let's turn off fighting as well to get that there a little bit faster. We have 200 hit points. We have a ton of hit points. We don't need that trickle right now. Though we will turn it back on soonish. Alrighty, Elf 3. You'll notice there's no teleport control available on Elf 3. So you can't just warp into the vault with all the treasure and grab it and then warp out. So this passive magic mapping is really cool now that it's at its final level, its final form. It'll give us a good idea once we get to the sort of area around the vault. Summoners. Hey, level 22. Cool. This actually, this might be the vault area. Yeah, it is. We just sort of stumbled right into it, didn't we? This is pretty dangerous, actually. What we're doing right now, I don't advise it. Let's get ourselves. Oh no, that's also a hostile demon. Let's get ourselves a friendly demon here and kind of back up a little bit. Now that they're not entirely focused on us. Ugh. We are cast into the abyss. Oh no. Well, thanks, sorcerer. Oh, and we immediately can exit the abyss. Let's actually sort of prepare ourselves for combat before we do. I suppose this potion of haste is probably a good call. Yeah, let's do that. So that we can kind of zip our way out. Yeah, we took basically no damage throughout those fights. Even though we had a bunch of guys all casting spells at us, wasn't really an issue. Yeah, we're pretty unstoppable at this point, I think. Now that we have some resistances behind us. Yeah, I think that was a Lahudib's Crystal Spear. Yeah. Yeah, Lahudib's Crystal Spear didn't even really dent us all that much. We're just really big. Plus, I mean, we heal up every time we kill something, so yeah. I'm not sure if that works for summoned creatures. I really don't know. Yeah. Our shield, our large shield, is really helpful in this particular instance. Gosh, these arrows of dispersal are just so frustrating. There we go. Well, that's better. It's more like it. We're getting beat up a little bit here, but I think that we're... Oh, yikes. Oh, dear. We need to heal ourselves up a few times. I think that was just a few too many crystal spears in a row. Little bit of hubris there. That was a good wake-up call. Let's... Oh, yikes. More guys there. Let's back up a little bit. Heal up. Let's say one more. These guys aren't going to be very tough, but... Yeah, that was... I was drunk with power, dear viewers. Just very reckless. We should definitely clear the rest of this level before we proceed further into the the vault in the center. Like, it may seem like we've killed a lot of those really strong elves. There are still many more to come. Trust me. It's... Elf 3 is a nasty surprise for many an adventurer. Especially if it's your first time in the Elven Halls. It can take you by surprise. Once again, we forgot to use our elemental evocables. And we should have used them. We're clearing these out partially to be safer. Sif Muna. And also partially to regain some health, since nothing else can do any damage to us here. Or any substantial amount of damage. But there's not a ton of other elves here, it seems. Let's explore down this way. Well, I guess that's the rest of the level. Oh, we can go up here, and how does that even connect to the... Ah, here we go. Those sharpshooters are pretty rough. Longbows just have a lot of base damage. Yeah, base damage 6. Although, when they redo it, I'm sure that will be a little bit different. Alright, so, preparations for this vault area. Now that we have returned. Let's get ourselves a friend before we go in this time, shall we? We'll do a sweep later and see if there are any long blades that are particularly good for us. Get the attention of a couple of elves, and... Oh, that's not a bad demon, that's a good demon. I mean, relatively speaking. Good for us, at least. Yeah, we don't want to have annihilators just running around willy-nilly, lehudibbing us. I don't know how to verb that. Hitting us with Lehudib's crystal spears. We could take this off, but Lehudib's crystal spear is physical damage, so it doesn't, you know, fire and cold resistance won't help us out, really. Those spectral elves, I think, turn into other kinds of elves. They're fairly annoying. They can sort of, out of nowhere, just deal a ton of damage to you. These Blade Masters are really rough on caster classes if you don't have a lot of defensive stats. They're hard to hit, they're pretty resistant to magic, and they hurt a bunch. Yeah, this is a reasonable spot to kind of hang out and... Poison arrow hits us. We're poisoned, but we partially resist. Poison arrow and venom bolt, maybe? No, not venom bolt. There are a couple of the poison spells that contain an irresistible portion of damage. Ah, a Disc of Storms. The Disc of Storms is a very interesting item. It is not like the other elemental evocables. It's not really predictable in any way. It just sort of blarts out lightning everywhere, including on you. So if you don't have electricity resistance, you will probably die if you evoke it more than once. You could even die if you evoke it just once. Hey. An artifact Bardiche. That's the strongest of the pole arms. Look at these regular elves. Trying to hobnob with the annihilators and whatnot. A Lantern of Shadows is another interesting item. If you wield it instead of a weapon, if you wield it in your main hand, ooh, an artifact ring. Yay! If you wield it in your main hand, it reduces your line of sight and collect all the elemental evocables. It reduces your line of sight and sort of, I don't know, it does some cool things with stealth. I haven't messed around with them a whole lot, but they're kind of neat. We came all the way down here for this amulet of inaccuracy. We're gonna find a bunch of books here. Ooh, a jeweled plate armor, though. That is a good find. Ow. Why are you being mean to us? All we did was kill you and your family and friends. It's not like we're bad people. I don't know why I'm still trying out these staves. Oh, wizardry actually is no longer relevant. We can't cast any of these spells anymore now that we're wearing gold dragon armor. So our memorization of them was pretty useless, and we can actually just drop all of these books. We don't have to. As with this manual of poison magic, we won't be casting any spells. Thanks, but no thanks. Summon Hydra I was pretty disappointed with. Don't care about that. Okay, well we got an artifact ring and an artifact plate mail. Or plate armor. So, even if we don't find anything else here. If you're wondering, where's the rune? There is no rune at the bottom of the Elven Holes. Another scroll of holy word. Okay. So, I was right in that there wasn't a whole ton of stuff for us down here, but there were a few things. Alright, so let's just make sure we didn't miss any anything too exciting here. No, we haven't really missed anything. Okay, well, that was fun. We got a good amount of experience out of that, which was another goal of ours. Get a little more powerful before we tackle the more dangerous parts of the dungeon. Oh, another fan of Gale's. Yeah. Might as well pick it up, take it with us. We still didn't use any of our elemental evocables. We're not very good. I'm not very good about using those. I really should use them more often, especially since we have, what, 11 ranks in evocation? It's enough to do some damage with them. But for now, we're heading back to our stash, and we're going to try on this jewel plate armor. Well, it's not good, so that's a wash. Besides, this gold dragon armor is pretty sweet. Let's try this ring on. Strength -1. Not looking too exciting to start off with. What does it do? It is a ring of sustenance with strength -1 and accuracy +2. That's pretty bad. It's actually worse than our normal ring of sustenance. Well, okay, so we got, what? A lantern of shadows out of it? And an extra fan of Gale's. We do have one of each elemental evocable, so that's kind of neat. Might as well check out this Bardiche, just out of curiosity. It slays dragons and gives you cold resistance. Yeah, 18 base damage is pretty nice, but again, we don't care. Yeah. If we could find an artifact bastard sword, that'd be pretty neat. Oh. Yeah. Holy word. We might take those with us at some point. Oh, let's use one of these scrolls recharging to renew our Wand of Heal Wounds there. Okay, so things we have been forgetting to do. Using our elemental evocables, using our jump attack. That would have been really good, actually, against the that sharpshooter that was peppering us with arrows. So, we should probably be better about that. But other than that, I feel okay about what we're doing. Where to is the question. What are we wearing? Still not a ton of artifacts. Whee! Gonna be really glad when they make corrosion temporary. Let's drop this off with the rest of our armor so we don't get confused. We've got a bunch of armor, but not anything better than our gold dragon armor. Let's just eat one of these meat rations. I'm tired of seeing that hunger thing pop up. I guess back to the depths. Yeah, let's finish clearing the depths. And then we should... no. You too. There we go. You too. Let's finish clearing out the depths, and then we will finish off the vaults. And from there, probably actually go for the orb. We may... In theory, we could go to the Abyss and find a rune there instead of clearing Vaults 5. That is a perfectly legitimate option. If you don't think you can deal with Vaults 5, you can just scum around in the Abyss for a while. Until you find the rune. You have to be at least on Abyss level 3. Actually, the Death Yaks are probably less dangerous than the trolls here. But really, none of these things are... Yeah, armor skill is improving. That's good. How's our shield skill? 21? Getting there. Yeah, this is one of those characters where I'm really focusing more heavily on the defensive side of things than the offensive. Which I think is appropriate. Means we're really tough, but it can sometimes take us a little while to... Whoa! I say we're really tough, and then we get the tar kicked out of us by a berserking death yak. Hubris, dear viewers. Pure hubris. Book of Conjurations. The basic Conjurer's book. It's a pretty good one. Oh, a shapeshifter. I'm not sure if shapeshifters give you experience based on a set amount for shapeshifters, or if it gives you experience based on the monster that it is mimicking at the time. Not that it's incredibly relevant. We're going to slaughter everything anyway. Yeah, shapeshifter, not too concerned. Greatsword, not very good. Oh dear. The entrance to the realm of Zot. Just close the door in their face. Let's drink a potion of might. Just chew through these guys a little bit faster. Draining. Not nearly as annoying as it used to be. Used to be just a real hassle. These guys, not too scary. Yeah, now that we have this gold dragon armor and we have... Ooh, Jorgrun, he's an earth mage. We probably don't want to walk next to those metal walls, if we can help it. I think they do a pretty hefty amount of damage if he uses Lee's rapid deconstruction on them. I'll slow down a little bit, since some of these things have might and haste. Generally want to kill the buffed up ones first. No reason to leave them alive to bash at you. Many trolls in this iteration of the depths. More trolls than I'm used to seeing. Which is fine. We are not worried about trolls. Their style... Ooh! Zatahwa! It's an ancient and mighty dragon. He's quite powerful. However, we are more so. The fire dragon course of Zatahwa. I really wish that his hide would make a cooler armor than it does, but it just makes a normal fire dragon armor. Ah, there's Boris again. Boris! Yeah. Let's break a line of sight so that we don't have to deal with both of those guys at the same time. I think Boris we will find significantly easier this time than last time. Yeah. Eat it, Boris. Eat my shorts. Yeah, he was a real problem for us the first time around. Unfortunately, his plan of returning to torment us further went awry. Went horribly wrong. Of course, he could still respawn again somewhere else, but it'll be even easier that time. Oh, we've been rotted, it seems. That's a shame. We don't really have to worry too much about that. I figure at some point we will use a Wand of Healing on ourselves and take care of that. Minotaur. Blat. Say this Fire Giant. And we're level 23. Yeah, I think we've reached kind of a critical mass here. I think we're in a good place. I am fairly certain we can take on Volts 5 without any problem. I'm fairly certain we can end the game, actually, without too much trouble. What is this? Ah, the Lance Wormbane. What kind of weapon? It's a polearm of some sort, yeah. It's a pretty good weapon, actually. I mean, its base damage, its damage is pretty low against everything but dragons. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Found a couple of several cool unrand arts this game. Cloak of Flash, Crossbow of Hellfire, the thing of dragon slaying. Yeah, we've just reached a point where between our resistances and Demon Blade of Draining, a regular Demon Blade, yeah. Okay. Between our resistances, our armor class, and our damage shaving, we're not taking much damage. Though this Flayed Ghost could still... Yeah, Torment is a big issue for us still. Though I think damage shaving might apply to that. I'm pretty sure it's all sources of damage. I am not 100% certain, however. Blat. Yeah, we're really strong now. This is sort of where we want to be. Of course, the last Deep Dwarf I played for an extended period of time. Got roughly this far, went into Volts 5, tried to tackle an Ancient Lich and a Gold Dragon at the same time, and just got obliterated. In just a manner of 3 or 4 turns, I think. Oh wow, we've been wearing this Ring of Sustenance the entire time? Good grief. +4 Ring of Evasion. That's actually not bad. We'll keep that on. I At this point, we maybe want damage more. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just keep the Ring of Evasion on, and if we find ourselves... I mean, we are avoiding a ton of damage here. I mean, those rocks have a max damage of 50, and we're dealt. How much damage? Like 2? 5? Yeah. Not super scary. It's been, like... It's been... Mokleb's primary purpose has just been healing, which is a little odd considering he's the god of destruction, but... You know, I'll take it. Shields level 22, getting there. We're quite strong. Let's see where that leads. Oh, we haven't even finished exploring Vaults 4 yet. Interesting. I think that's right. Yeah, we found something here and left. Oh, I should have eaten him. Yeah, this seems like it's going to be fairly trivial for us. Just slicing our way through things. Yeah, let's put it on slaying for now. 6 extra damage. Never hurt anyone but our enemies. Ha ha ha. It's odd how just plain old elves look a lot different from the deep elves in the Elven Halls. I just feel like these guys are... Well, they're wielding large shields, which could be good for us if we find a magical one, but no such luck. No such luck. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're just sort of going through the motions here. Yeah, that gold dragon armor was a pretty big spike in power for us. But we should not get cocky because Vaults 5 is pretty scary. And in fact, I am going to go ahead and... Let's cure those rotted hit points. Cure the rotted hit points. Let's switch from damage to evasion just because there are a lot of guys. And let's drop these scrolls of enchant weapons since they could very well be burned by various things. Along with a lot of those. Not that we have anything that we're really wanting to enchant, but you never know. Alright, here's Vaults 5. Ah! If you haven't seen Vaults 5 before, this is it. And there's many, 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 many scary things in these other areas. So let's open our sack of spiders. Sack of spiders is pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah, let's pull some of these guys upstairs. The reason why we want to do that is because sometimes a vault warden will wander by and steal the staircases. And then you're stuck down there. Ooh, a glowing large shield. What kind of large shield? A large shield of protection. Wow. That seems pretty strong. So we lose 3 points of shielding, but gain 3 points of Armor class? That seems good. I'm fine with that. We'll hang on to this in case we ditch our gold dragon armor at some point. They're not... Ah, here's a body. To feed ourselves. Feed me, Seymour. That sack of spiders was useful. Let's evoke a stone of tremors. Not sure what that did, actually. Didn't seem to do a ton. Didn't seem to do much. Well, let's go with a Phial of Floods. Oh, we should pull some guys upstairs, because that's a Vault Warden over there. Yeah, these guys just can't hurt us at all. It's so nice. Just chopping them up. Literally. We are, in fact, consuming them. You know, I'm feeling gutsy. Let's pop on this Ring of Slaying. I think we could stand to deal a little more damage. And keep stair dancing them. Oh, or not. There we go. Yeah, see, they sealed off the exits. It's a fairly dangerous situation, to be honest. Let's use this Lamp of Fire, sort of that away. See if that doesn't take care of the Vault Warden for us. Fix the problem of not using our evocables here. So many things happening. Why are... Oh, good. They're not sealed off anymore. Yep, let's dance some guys up. If we can. Oh, tentacled monstrosity is constricting us. This is... See, this is just a scary situation because there's so many creatures. All at once. That's why we're being a little careful. If any one thing starts to deal too much damage to us, we can't really... We have no good means of escape. We want to kill the tentacled monstrosity first, because constriction will just do ever more damage until we are dead. And then the fire giant, and then this iron dragon, and then we just hit tab a bunch to chop up the rest of these fools. Fools! You thought you could conquer the great Grumbletooth? Nay. Nay, you are powerless. Let's go back to the Ring of Evasion. I don't feel like that damage boost was quite good enough to justify the drop in evasion. Something hit us. Shadow Dragon? Yeah, what do we have around us here? Yeah, no ancient liches, so we're doing okay there. We have... Oh, that's a Convoker. Yeah, let's just keep pulling guys up the stairs. I mean, no reason for us to risk... unnecessary death, you know? 8 guys at a time, sure. We can handle that. 50 guys at a time? I would imagine there are probably 50 or so things down there. We've killed a lot of them. Killed quite a few. One thing to note, when you pull things up the stairs with you, everything around you does get a free hit on you. So it's not something to be used if you don't have defensive stats to back it up. Like, if you can't take the damage anyway, you shouldn't be stair dancing. The reason, by the way, that we're sticking with this single staircase instead of anything else... What is the glowing chainmail? Okay. Is because all the staircases are right. They're all right around the center there. I mean, there are our other two. You can see somewhere under here. Yeah, there's a staircase. There's a staircase. Like they're not doing anything particularly useful. So back up. The Etten is probably the most dangerous thing, though the Tengu Conjurer is a close second. Then this Stone Giant, and then these guys. Yeah, we're doing all right. The nice thing is our incredibly noisy combat has drawn things from the various corners of the level, so the rest of it will be easier. Not necessarily, you know, scot-free. Let's definitely kill this Shadow Dragon first. I didn't even see him there. Draining is pretty frustrating. It's only 0.4 out of each skill, or 0.3, something like that. 0.3, 0.4, somewhere around there. But it's still a bit frustrating. Draining is the one reason why you would want to train a skill a couple of tenths of a point beyond a particular level, so that when you're drained, it doesn't immediately drop you beneath the threshold of effectiveness. And back up we go. Whee! Bash, bash, bash. I mean, more or less drained. More drained. Significantly so. That's not awesome. Draining is a very frustrating thing. Again, not so much as it used to be, but still pretty annoying. I think we want to kill the dragons first, just so we don't get drained into oblivion and then fall... No, this Titan is doing too much damage for us to ignore it. Ugh, there we go. I don't even think you can get Shadow Dragon armor. I don't even think they give you anything useful if you kill them. Ah, good. We gained enough experience to pull our skills back up to something resembling normal. And here, we're actually pretty close to... Yay, shields at 23. Almost there. Ugh, why can't we kill this guy? There we go. Pull the rest of these up the stairs. These various spectral things. Cool. Ooh, can we use our jump attack? No. Just out of range. Well, we can step to this staircase and... Ah, gosh, things are just not cooperating. Let's pop back up the stairs. Might as well use a charge of this. We're kind of getting beyond the usefulness of... gosh, spectral... Tengu are tough enemies Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. There we go. They are, however, quite delicious. I wonder if our things have recharged. Yeah! All of our evocables have recharged. Ready for round 2. Alright, so we want to continue to be careful. While we did draw a lot of enemies this way with our raucous clamor, we assuredly did not draw all of them this way, and being caught unawares in the vaults. In Vaults 5 particularly is not something you want to do. We're going to kind of just explore a little bit into each one of these. Make sure that nothing's going to just leap out at us. What is that? The Scythe of... The Cursed Scythe of Curses. It looks like an unrand art. Yeah, I mean, it's identified already, so... Man, I wish we could find a cool long blade unrand art. That'd be neat. Or a shield? I guess we do have a cloak, so, you know, we found at least one really neat, unique... Ooh. The Cursed +8 Large Shield of Ignorance. Drains our intelligence by 6, but we don't care so much about that anyway. Resist negative energy, armor class +2, evasion +2, seems good to me. Yeah, we want to wear it. That's awesome. Of course, we do stand the possibility of having our intelligence drained to brainlessness, but, you know, you make sacrifices for love. And I love heavy, heavy shields. Frost Giants, Storm Giants, no problem. See, there's still a bunch of enemies around here. Let's switch this to this. I want the extra damage. We're getting to the point where things are pretty tough. Our gold dragon armor prevents us from hitting the bone dragon. Wow. I guess we need more points in armor. Once we get our shields there, we could even just do this, in fact. Yeah. Nah. Let's just finish off putting this immediately onto our gold dragon armor, as we will continue to do with all scrolls of enchant armor that we find. Presumably for the rest of the game. Convokers are actually kind of nice in Vaults 5. Level 24, excellent. Intelligence can be a problem. I really like this shield, and I want to keep it. Yeah. Let's just make sure we don't get drained out. It might be overly cautious, but I don't think there is such a thing in this game. I think it's more likely that we'll be drained to brainlessness and die that way than it is we will, you know, suffer from not having that one point of... Let's pick that up so nobody else uses it. A couple of things have now. I disapprove. I don't know why I'm auto-exploring. That's very, very dangerous. An embroidered cloak, it's not going to be better than what we have, but nah, our inventory's full. We won't bother. Apple. Just pick it up right off the ground and eat it. That's how you crawl. You just eat food right off the ground. No 10-second rule. Just chew it up. What's this ring of strength? Don't care. Strength doesn't do as much for us as dexterity, and Yeah. I mean, we really want artifact rings. What is this a manual of? A manual of throwing? Worthless. So far, so bad, Vaults. Not living up to your name. Just nothing. Nothing but a bunch of dudes. Yaks and a bone dragon. Kill the bone dragon first. And then clean up the yaks. Another artifact robe, huh? Don't care. Not useful for us. What was that? Oh, a lich. Hi, lich. How are you today? Man, we are so strong. 43 armor class, 62 shields, 24 evasion on top of that, so we're dodging a reasonable amount of the time. I really like it when killing the thing that drained you is enough, gives you enough experience to remove the draining. It's very satisfying. We're pretty tough. Of course, being pretty tough here means nothing in the extended endgame. We don't have any form of torment resistance, which immediately rules out a lot of stuff. Okay, we can drop this scythe now. And this ring of strength, we don't care about it. Oh, a mimic rune. How cruel. We have 2 of whatever this bronze ring is. Oh. Didn't actually click on it. Wizardry. Bleh. It's amazing that we went this long without finding a ring of wizardry. Box of Beasts. That's only really good when you have a ton of... I'm going to look up the Scythe of Curses real quick and see if it does anything aside from just drain things and have a very large bonus. Oh, okay. So it periodically curses random equipment in our inventory, and it inflicts necromancy miscast effects on monsters. So that's kind of neat. But scythes are quite a bad base weapon. I mean, they have a -4 accuracy for only 14 damage. Really bad. Yeah, definitely bad. Definitely bad. That dragon took a little longer that time. Amulets of Clarity, by the way, are my personal favorite for amulets, short of Resist Mutation, which can sometimes be near necessary. We unfortunately don't have one, and so we will be malmutated horribly as we get close to the orb. The Orb of Zot, because orbs of fire will just do bad things to us. I want to do bad things to you. Like any damage you take from an orb of fire can malmutate you, and it can also just cast the malmutate effect on you directly, and it's pretty rough. Da 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 da. I don't really need to sacrifice things to Machleb at this point, but... Yeah, Yeah, we can auto-explore at this point. Man, still no crazy cool longswords. I mean, the one we have is quite good, don't get me wrong. Ooh, an Ancient Lich. Scary. Very scary. Oh, fire crab. Oh, good. Alright. Good. Lich down. Titans, Ettins. Titan is probably more damaging than an Ettin. Getting a bunch of experience down here. There's been a lucrative vaults for that, at least. If nothing else. Another lamp of fire. Whee! Did we lose all of our scrolls of Identify? It seems so. Burnt to a crisp. Alas. Kinda wanted it for... Ah, there's one. And the actual or rune. Yay, the silver rune of Zot. That's enough to enter the realm of Zot. The incunabulum of mutagenic heat. I see no mutation there. Blade hands is nice. Let's further enchant our gold dragon armor. Excellent. Identify this amulet of the gourmand. Fantastic. Nothing wrong with an amulet of the gourmand, mind you, but I was hoping it would be an amulet of resist mutations, so all of the horrible things that I was talking about with those orbs of fire did not come to pass. Unfortunately, no such luck. Ooh. Maybe this will be an amulet of resist mutation. How many amulets do we have left to identify anyway? Oh. Conservation, Faith, Guardian Spirit, resist mutation, stasis. Sure. Faith. Not useful. We have a better one. Okay. Nothing too terribly exciting there. Well, loot-wise, a little bit disappointing. But we gained a bunch of experience. Not that you could tell because we've had it all drained. We did get this cool shield. That's a big plus. The negative energy resistance is the big thing there. Although, of course, the accuracy in it, or armor class and evasion bonuses are nice, and the +8 is really cool. Really cool. 62 shields. Yeah. 44 armor class. We're very strong. We can definitely do the orb. At this point. I think I will probably... Oh, we're starving, huh? Let's eat some of this business. And we can throw this on while we head back to our stash to drop some things off. Oh, Yaktar. Hi, Yaktar. Oh, good. We're back up to full skill status here. Yeah. Cool. Almost there with the shields. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Alright, so I think that's it for this video. Yeah. Seems about good. We can enter the realm of Zot if we so choose, but I will probably do I will at least get the Abyssal Rune of Zot. I may venture into the Slime Pits if we can pick up a little more artifact equipment somewhere. I don't know where we would find it. But, yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.